As promised, here are a couple of tips for you to use to quickly test your recipe website or your blog to make sure that some of the basics of accessibility are covered. So let's get into it. There are a number of browser-based tools, and today we're going to use one called Accessibility Insights. You can add it to Chrome or Microsoft Edge. Once you've done it, it'll appear as such. It's a heart with a magnifying glass. So once that is installed, we're going to use a recipe site like you see here. And again, one of the things I talked about in the presentation is that there are pop-up videos, there's ad pop-ups, there's a lot of things that are intrusive or prevent all users from quickly accessing recipe sites. So let's go ahead and take a look. We click on the Accessibility Insights for Web icon. And again, once you've installed it into Google Chrome, it becomes a Chrome plugin. So if you have a live internet connection, you could easily do this test and just run FastPass. What that's going to do is pop up a new window, and it's going to run through a number of different basic tests. All right, so one thing that was a bit alarming about the page that we looked at is that it took almost 4 minutes to run the 3 steps. Generally, when it runs these tests, it pops up the results in probably 15 to 20 seconds. So that's a red flag for me. But the great thing about this is that it showed you, unfortunately, that there are 125 instances where this page, this recipe page, failed some of the tests. I want to run through a couple that are pretty pertinent and pretty easy for you or your developer or your designer to change. One is color contrast. That means people with, there's people that are colorblind or that have trouble seeing certain colors. That means that there are 81 instances on that page alone in terms of colors that will make it difficult for people to read it. The awesome thing about this tool is that you can see here, it tells you it says that a gray on a white isn't good in terms of color contrast, but it'll suggest colors that you can switch to. And again, it's not going to drastically change the design of your page. A lot of times it may be offensive to your designer or hurt their ego a little bit, but it does suggest colors that you can use, and you can always test them. And I'll show you another tool and another supplemental video that you can use to pick colors. All right, as you scroll down the page, you can see all the instances. It tells you where they are and what the colors are and how to fix that. So again, there are a couple of other things. For instance, like your link names are off. And these are things that, again, you can hand over to your developer or designer to fix. You can also export this result as a CSV file. It's going to email it to you so you can share it with your developer or your designer, the platform that you're hosted on, and hopefully their tech support can address these things. But again, it makes it simple for you to do that. Thanks again for attending my presentation. If you want to learn more about accessibility, WordPress, or just talk about any issues you're having with your website, you can find me here on any of these social media channels by just searching for Joe Simpson Jr. Take care and have a great conference.